Now I want to get into your superpower. So now we're really going to talk about the title company, why we value working with you. And I want you to really things, maybe when investors work with you, some of the most like frequently asked questions that they should be asking, because we don't know what we don't know, right? So when you're choosing a title company, you don't know which one's good because you don't know which questions to ask that tell you somebody's good. I think track record, I think referrals, I think references, like us saying that we close as many as possible through you, and why, because every time we don't, something happens. Hearing those stories, that's one way. But if you could tell us in the title company business, what are questions people are asking? What should they be asking? And how do they know how to recognize a good title company?
First, if they're doing a full search, a lot of title companies don't do a full title search. If they're doing a full title search, and if they can issue owner's policy without exception. There are some title companies out there that will issue an owner's, but they'll accept off whatever they find. So even though you're getting a policy, they're not covering you for the issues that they find. Rather than try and clear them up, they'll just accept them off. So reviewing the commitment ahead of time or reviewing the title ahead of time to see what exactly they're going to leave in there.
Is there a way for people to ask a question before they work with a title company and know that they're going to do this or no?
Probably not. Just asking maybe how long they've been in business and how long their title examiners have done title. I mean, we're all human. We all make mistakes. So, not necessarily that they've been doing titles for a long time is going to be the cure-all or whatever, because we all can miss stuff. It would just give you a little bit more, because there are a lot of, when things are good, title companies pop up out of nowhere. And then those of us that are left when things slow down are the ones that have put the time in, I guess.
Yes, we say that often too. Work with the people, have seen the ups and downs and are still around.
So I have a question. So do all title companies have the same tools?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So that's what
we may have different software and stuff, but we all have the same tools that at our disposal that we can use.
Yeah, because I know we keep saying how we use you for practically everything. And I just envision, like a toolbox, right? I envision All Points Title having this massive toolbox to do the job, right? And all these other title companies, they just have this little dinky toolbox, And
I like that flip.
Yeah, and they're just going, boy, I wish I was them. It proves the point, because that's how I see it, you know, and they're just blatantly lazy. Okay, that's good. Good to know. All right.
Yeah, we pretty much do. Some of them don't have in-house attorneys, which we have an in-house attorney, which helps a lot because I've got someone that can answer a question pretty quickly, where a lot of them don't. They have to reach out to another attorney outside their office. So I think that's a big tool for us, because we can do a lot more of the flexible stuff as far as like land contracts or subject twos and stuff, because we have an attorney at our disposal. But yeah, most of us have the same stuff at our disposal.
Yeah, I think that I like that you pointed that out just now, is that you are an investor-friendly title company. And I know many times when I'm asking people, or I even see it in Facebook forums, like who closes subject to deals, who closes land contract deals, who closes novation deals, it's always All Points Title, All Points Title.
We
and
try.
it's because
If we don't know what it's about, we try to figure it out and make it work.
Yes. Yeah. And then now I see that it's because you have an attorney right there who can actually do the research and have the knowledge for you to feel, safe and comfortable closing these types of deals. So just mentioning that you're investor friendly, a lot of people, when they're getting into real estate investing, they're always going, who's the title company that I work with? Because it's so rare to find people who are investor friendly in the title company. So I think that's a standout piece. Anything else that you think is a frequently asked question or something they should know about you that sets you apart from everybody else?
We do the entire state of Ohio, which is great. And about 80% of what we do is investor stuff. So we're very familiar with investors, but we also do lender and real estate stuff too. As far as standout, I mean, I'm always checking emails or checking voicemails or text messages. So I'm fairly easy to get a hold of. If you have a quick question, I have some realtors that'll call me on the weekend, said, I just have a real quick question. What's owner's title insurance on this deal? So just knowing that they can reach me if they need to get a question answered real quick, I think helps a lot, or even just texting me and I can answer back. So
yeah, I actually personally love that as well. I think communication is the number one way to set yourself apart from everybody else, because sometimes it is so hard to get a hold of somebody. And sometimes when you get a hold of somebody, they're not the person that has the answer. Then they have to go find the answer. Or you just, never hear back. I mean, too many times they're just too busy and they can't handle the load that they have. When I email you, I can probably just sit there and look at my email and I know I'm going to get it back in about 30 seconds.
Yeah,
And
I
not that,
panic
like-
if my emails have been up too long.
yeah. And obviously sometimes you're in a closing, you can't do that. But that's
Right.
literally been my experience, is that if I send an email, it's very likely within the next few minutes, I'm going to see that reply just because you're so quick. And whenever I call you, I don't think I've ever gotten your voicemail. I think that you've just always been there to answer the phone and be able to get me the answer either immediately or to get it very, very quickly thereafter if you had
We're at that
asked
age where people can
the
pull it
attorney.
up on their phone and get an answer instantly, and they expect, even if you got
Yes.
to call somebody, that you get an answer instantly. So we try to
Yeah.
accommodate that if we can.
Yeah, actually, I remember there was one point I was talking to Tiffany, and I'm going to get into who Tiffany is because I keep saying your name here. But we were talking about it, and she's like, "Well, we can call Sue," and I'm like, "No, don't call Sue; she'll answer." We're like, "Don't bother her. Let's figure this out."
I love that because
I do
it's the
too.
equal respect, right?
Yep.
Right.
Because we do know that you reply, but we also respect your time. So we try to
Exactly.
only call or text or email when we absolutely need you. So I love that.
Nothing on this show should be considered specific, personal, or professional advice. Please consult an appropriate tax, legal, real estate, financial, or business professional for individualized advice. Opinions and information on the show are not guaranteed. All investment strategies have the potential for profit or loss.